Hello again everyone, Age of Dune here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. I promised you guys a while ago that I was going to have another Hi, I'm Gosu video. And I finally was able to go ahead and make sure that NA's spectator mode bugs are fixed, so we don't have to worry about this thing going off on us before the end of the episode. So, gonna actually be able to cast a full game with him. So I wanted to go ahead and do this one because I know that Vayne, Hi, I'm Gosu is pretty well known for his Vayne. He's also been doing a lot of Lucian, but Vayne is definitely one of the ones that I've always heard he's really good at. So I wanted to go ahead and do a video with that in it. He's also going to be against Chaos, which is kind of cool. For those who don't know Chaos, which is probably not going to be very many of you, but he actually used to be TSM's ADC. And then a little bit of a falling out between Chaos and the rest of TSM. And he ended up being replaced by Wildtail. So, he's still a pretty cool guy. I follow him on Twitter, everything. He's really entertaining. He's been wanting to get back into the esports from what I've seen. But so far it hasn't really happened. There's a bit of a DC there from Shifter. But he does actually come back pretty soon. So it's not really going to be a big deal. But I'm going to go ahead and put everybody in order here. There you go. He's right back. We've got BBZ top lane versus Maokai, played by the Solo King. It's going to be a Renekton, actually, who I haven't seen in a while. So that's kind of interesting to see. In the mid lane, we have... Is that a mid-rumble? It is a mid-rumble. Mid-rumble, played by Spike Sr. versus Shifter, playing Yasuo. That one's pretty easy. I don't know if Yasuo's wall blocks the Flame Spitter from Rumble. I would assume, but I'm not actually sure. I guess we'll see pretty soon. Not yet, obviously, because he's not going to have that quite yet. He's going to start with the jump around like a madman. Alright, so down in the bot lane, we've got a Vayne, played by Hi, I'm Gosu, versus Chaos, playing the Lucian. The supports are Toontown on Morgana and Zilean on... played by Hanjaro. And finally, we've got the junglers. Chimperator playing the Vi, and Aptodog playing the Fiddlesticks. Apto, I've definitely seen a lot of. That was a very, very early bit of aggression there. And they were able to go ahead and take down that Morgana. No, sorry. The Zilean right off the bat. Morgana was a big part of it. Yeah. She landed the stun there. And of course, after that, Vayne's able to lock you against the wall. And you're going to have a bad time. So in the middle lane, we've got actually Rumble's pressing Shifter pretty hard here. I can't say I'm too surprised. Rumble's pretty well known to be a bit of a bully. And, of course, Yasuo is... He's a melee minion, and he doesn't really have much in the way of range at all. And, of course, he's pretty well known to be somewhat weak until he does get his static shiv and... What's that? And IE. Once he gets those, then he really gets rolling, and we may see a bit of a different thing here. But until then, it's not going to be the case. Does not actually have Wind Wall yet, so we're not going to be able to see any blocking or not blocking of the Q. Still really curious to see if that happens. I know it would block his Harpoon, because that one definitely is a projectile, but I'm not sure if that counts as a projectile. I would think... But at the same time, I'm really not sure. Oh, man. We just were able to see it. Alright. There we go. Hit 4. He goes in, and we're going to see that right here. Wind Wall goes up, and it does not appear to block that Flame Spitter. So that's pretty interesting there. Yeah, I guess that's more of a line spell. More like Lux's ulti than it is a projectile. So, it's pretty cool. Alright, so up in the top lane, we've got Maokai. I believe did he just teleport back here? No, he's just kind of chilling out. He's not really having too bad of a time. The Renekton's hiding in the bush over here. I don't know if he's going to engage this Maokai, if he's just going to go ahead and CS. For now, it looks like he's CSing. They're actually tied perfectly even on CS for the moment. So neither one's really having too bad of a time up here. Renekton, of course, a little lower on health, but he does have that sustain from his Q and everything. And Maokai, of course, has the sustain from his passive. So, not altogether certain who will come out ahead in this one. Honestly, my prediction is that Maokai will in the long run. because that's actually why Mayokai started, one of the reasons Mayokai started being picked was because of that. We've got a gank coming in here from Fiddle. Nice spear to go ahead and shunt the Rumble back. And of course that was followed through by a pop-up there by the Yasuo, enabling him to go ahead and get that kill. Actually, it went to the Fiddlesticks, but that's actually going to be okay too. That's going to give them the opportunity to go ahead and shove this forward, and we'll see what ends up going on there. Keep in mind, of course, that, yeah, things are happening up there, and it looks like Mayokai's being pretty good, but we've got a Vayne down bottom, and he's already got a kill. He's already got a kill, and that right there is the sort of thing that can easily snowball out of control. Lucian's a big bully and everything, but when you're against somebody who's already got a kill, it's going to be a whole lot harder for you, and it is Gosu, who, honestly, pretty darn strong. I've seen some of his games and everything, but I haven't seen too many. Apparently you have to disable that every time you spectate a game now. That didn't used to be the case. Ooh. Nice speed boost. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put that ward down there. That way, in the future, he can go ahead and shunt them against the wall here, and they'll be in trouble. Vi came over as well, but she was picked up by that ward, so obviously they were too far out for that to be any good. But I'm kind of curious if they'll get in range. There we go. Gets hit by the binding there. The flash stunned by Vayne, and that may be a dead Zilean. The bomb is on her head. No, Chaos is actually going to be able to finish this off. Misses the binding. In comes the Vi, though. But, oh, in comes the Rumble as well. And that is 2 kills right there. Both of them to Rumble. So things just got a whole lot nastier there for that Yasuo. He got a kill early, but that's 2 kills there to Rumble. And that's going to be a really big deal really fast. Because, again, Rumble's nasty. Rumble is very nasty. As we saw in the World Championships, if anybody watched that one. Rumble's super deadly. So we'll see if that ends up working out for him. I have a feeling it probably will. I think in the long run, this is gonna go to Rumble. Yasuo is good and everything, but honestly, I can't see him being that good versus Rumble. Had that wind wall blocked his flame spitter, then I can see Yasuo really shutting Rumble down. But without that, the only thing he's gonna be able to wind wall is that harpoon, and that, of course, not really the biggest part of his damage. Nice stun there, and the binding. Oh, it hits as he sprints past it, so he ends up getting stuck anyway. Nicely done there by the Morgana. Puts the spell shield on herself slightly too soon, so it does not end up blocking that explosion. I think it might have blocked the first explosion, though. I'm not 100% certain on that one. But if you look at the CS down in the bot lane, Vayne's actually ahead of Lucian, which is not something you really expect to see, because Lucian, like I said, he's a really big bully in lane. And Vayne is definitely not. But in this particular lane, Vayne has been doing really well. She's currently 14 CS up. Lucian got a kill, but Vayne got 2 assists when Rumble came down. And that's really, really going to hurt, because she's already got that Bilgewater Cutlass. She's working very quickly to avoid her Blade of the Ruined King. Once she gets that, he's going to have a bad time. Honestly, already, right now, he's going to have a bad time. Rumble roaming again, trying to get that kill top. Wanting to really pressure all the lanes from the looks of it and just see what he can do. He's on his way back down, though, and he's going to be able to get these minions. Honestly, Yasuo wasn't able to make him miss, if anything, much. There we go. I don't think he was able to miss anything. So, nicely timed there by the Rumble, getting back into lane just in time. And he's going to be okay. We've got a gank coming in here from the Vi. Hold up. Let's watch this whole thing. We've got a gank coming in here from the Vi. She's in the tri-bush here. That also triggered Fiddlesticks to go ahead and come. There she comes in from behind. The Dark Binding misses. But it's okay because it's Vi. She got vision there of that Zilean, and he went down nearly instantly. There's the Fiddlesticks ulti coming in. He lands the fear onto the Vayne, and they're going to be able to take her out. The teleport comes in from Mayokai, though. Fiddlestick's getting really low, but he's not dead yet. Morgana running up this way. She's going to go down. That's a triple kill there for Yasuo. No, sorry. For Lucian. I get those two confused all the time. That's a triple kill for Lucian. That just completely reversed everything down here. There we go. Fiddlestick's going for the kill here. Not sure it's really in his best interest, but he'll should be okay, and Mayokai's actually going to be able to escape this as well, unless Yasuo comes in. There's Vayne. Vayne says, oh no. And, oh, Condemn does not end up landing thanks to that wind wall, and that gave Yasuo, Lucian, the opportunity to go ahead and get that kill there onto Mayokai. So that went really bad, really fast here for the blue team, and any bonus they had before, it's gone. Lucian, Yasuo getting caught here. Holy crap, what am I doing here? Yeah, Yasuo getting caught there. He's going to end up going down to the Rumble. Question is, oh, just kidding. Hey, Zilean ult, right, but Zilean's going to go down now. He ends up going down there to the Vi. Lucian went down as well. Yasuo was pressed off of this dragon, so he's not going to be able to contest this. And the Fiddlesticks is actually full health. So I think it's still going to go to the blue team here. I cannot see the red team managing to steal that. No, they did not. And they are going to go ahead and get out of here now with that dragon kill. So that actually puts the blue team slightly in the lead here for gold totals, even though they are behind in those kills now. Of course, they do have more CS, except, of course, top lane. Actually, just kidding. Mid lane's also behind on CS. The only lane that's ahead on CS is the bot lane Vayne. So, mostly all of that gold difference there is actually from that dragon. And that's good news for them. The Rumble coming back to lane now with a Seeker's Arm Guard. That's going to really kind of hurt the Yasuo, of course, because that does shut him down pretty well. But he's got his Zeal now. Actually, he's got a Vampiric Scepter as well. Wanted to go for, I guess, the Blade of the Ruined King fairly soonish. And Fiddlesticks is going off clean wards. It's probably a good idea. Up in the top lane, just a bruiser fight still. Honestly, that's the top lane for you right now. Renekton actually taking a decent amount of damage there, though, from Maokai. So that's actually going to be pretty good for the Maokai. And we may see a dive here as Vi is here. Getting her Q prime. There we go. Going in. In goes the Maokai first. A lot of damage coming out from the Vi. Down goes the Renekton. Will Maokai go down? No. He's going to live through this. Nice gank here from the Vi. They were able to turret dive that Renekton. And they're probably going to be able to take down this tower because of it. Down to the bot lane. There was a double kill as well. I'm kind of curious what exactly happened there. Looks like there was a gank from Fiddlesticks. He knew that there was a gank going in from the other one. The nice slow there onto the Vayne. In ults that Fiddlesticks, the Dark Binding misses again from Morgana. And that means that Fiddlesticks is going to be able to do whatever the heck he wants. And in the meantime, they were able to finish off Vayne as well. So yeah, this bot lane definitely in the red team's favor now. For a while, I thought for sure it was going to be 100% the blue team's favor, but those Fiddle ganks have really turned this bot lane around. And question is, will he be able to do that for every other lane? Right now, top and mid are both going in the blue team's favor. Bot lane is currently the only one going in the red team's favor. If he could turn this around, which he's trying to do right now, I cannot see him dying. Oh, in goes the ultimate. There we go. He actually does go down. If he does manage to turn this around, I may be able to see the red team coming back for a win. But as of right now, I think even with that gank, Rumble's still ahead. 2-2-1 to 0-0-3. Let's take a look at the gold here. 38. Actually, they're pretty much even. Almost exactly even, indeed. So that actually did catch the Yasuo up, but again, it is Rumble. So I don't know. I can't help but think that he's gonna still have a really tough time unless he's way the heck ahead. And as of right now, he's not. We may see that later. The top tower and bottom tower have both gone down, so they're even on towers. But we'll have to see what ends up going on with the actual lane and everything. It looks like Hi, I'm Gosu and the Morgana, Toontown here, are actually here to push this mid wave in. Mid lane. Not really a big surprise there. Their tower's gone. They don't need to protect it anymore. Eventually, they will want to go ahead and head on down there to go ahead and try to secure the enemy tower. But for now, they're just happy to go ahead and shove this forward. And now they're going to go ahead and get out. Morgana, not going to check that bush. Not going to be able to get that pink ward. They should know about it, as there was a ward when that was placed, and the red team actually took that opportunity to go ahead and take out that ward. So that did give them plenty of time to notice. The question is, were they paying attention? Vayne is back down to the bot lane. She does have her Blade of the Ruined King. So as of right now, I would definitely say that her trading is probably above Lucian's, especially if she manages to go ahead and get a stun, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised. But Fiddlesticks coming in, that's going to have to be a flash there from Hi, I'm Gosu. Gonna get feared as well, because Fiddlesticks, just kidding, gonna condemn, and that's going to be a safe Vayne. That ultimate plus the condemn gave her plenty of opportunity to get out of there. And in the meantime, we had another fight coming on up here, where these guys decided to engage. The ultimate goes in there from Vi. She shunts him back as well. Rumble doing tons of damage. Nice ultimate there from Zilean. I don't think it's going to be enough. He ends up going down, and that ends up being a kill there for the Maokai. So, no kill for the gank down bottom, but there was a kill here for this gank in the mid area, and now this mid lane is completely undefended. So they're going to have to defend this, or it's going to end up going down. I think it's going to end up going down. They're not going to be able to defend this. The Lucian's on his way to attempt it, but I think he's going to be slightly too late as this tower is gone. There you go. And he's actually decided to go back in a pretty unpleasant place. They're not going in the bush. Why aren't you going in the bush? There's a pink one in that place. Got another gank coming in here. Got the flash out of Fiddlesticks. Not going to land the Dark Binding again. And I have a feeling we're going to see both teams just kind of back off here. Dragon is in 1:36, so we may see both of the teams actually start trying to posture for vision control of this dragon. But for right now, they seem pretty content just to go ahead and go back to farming. I would imagine we'll see them come over here to go ahead and take down this pink ward, which always makes me sad when that happens. Spend money on those pink wards. Don't take them down. There we go. Vi working on that vision right now, checking those bushes. Is she going to check that one? Nope. Not going to check that bush. Wow. That's actually pretty surprising, because a lot of times you do see that. In she goes. She's in the tri-bush here. The question is, will they decide to go for this? She's going for it, actually. Forced back immediately as Vayne was on the other side of the tower. They're going to go for the tower instead. Lucian and Zilane are on their way up here, but these guys should be able to escape with no problem. Morgana's here. Does not land the Dark Binding, but it does force the Lucian back. But still a lot of harass coming out here. Nice condemn there to go ahead and shunt him away. If he lands a knockup, though, one of them may be dead. The teleport coming in from Mayokai gets knocked up, but it is Mayokai. And in comes the Rumble as well, and that is just ripping this red team to shreds. The Zilane goes down, down goes Fiddlesticks as well, and Vayne actually got a double kill there. Lucian gonna be able to jump over the wall, but Vi jumps with him, only to meet a waiting Renekton. Unfortunately for her. Down goes the Morgana, who just flashed over that wall as well. Renekton tried to jump over the wall, but ended up getting condemned as he was mid-jump, so no jump over for you. Overall, that ended up being, I believe, a 3 for 3. So, for a little bit, it would actually... Oh, there we go. Finally taking out that ward. For a little bit, I thought they were actually going to be able to do this. Oh, man. Renekton going for this, trying to turn it into a 4 for 3 long run. Not going to happen, though. Not going to happen. I think Rumble's actually just trying to bait him out. In goes the Hi, I'm Gosu Vayne. And condemns him against the remains of that tower. Not going to go ahead and capitalize on it, though. Does some decent damage to him, and they're happy with that. Getting some farm here. She's currently 14 ahead of Lucian, which is not really too big of a difference, but it is definitely a difference. We'll have to see if they end up being able to really capitalize on that late game. Gonna take out this pink ward again, and now we see the blue team successfully getting vision control here. They did take out all those wards from the red team. Most of them weren't even replaced. And, gets condemned there. He's gonna go down. The flash comes out from Rumble. He gets ignited. Down goes Lucian. And a pretty good flash there from the Rumble. Kind of surprised. Oh, no, not really. Slightly surprised to see it happen, just given what happened the last time somebody flashed over that wall. But it ended up working out for them. Silence coming out there from Fiddle, but honestly, I think Vayne might be able to take that out. Gets condemned back, does not hit the tower, so he's going to be able to get this. He's going to be able to get out of this with no problem. And that's going to give Vayne the opportunity to go for this tower if she wants to. No, she's going to go for that. Morgana landed the Dark Binding, and there we go. Vayne says, hey-oh. Oh, man, that nice little fear. Is it going to be enough? It is going to be enough, and he ends up escaping this. The tower's still getting really low, though. Couple more shots, and that is going to be a kill. And in the meantime, we've got an engagement mid, and looks like Yasuo was able to take out that Rumble, who's actually surprisingly low. Out comes the ultimate there to try to zone. Oh, nice landing of that tornado. Had the ultimate been more like here, it actually probably would have turned out slightly different. Yasuo's still dead, though. Vi goes in. Yeah, he goes down. Was that her ult? That was not her ult. They are still possibly going for this. No, the flash comes out. He's going to be able to escape this. Lucian's down here. Go ahead and shove them back, but they already got the tower, so it really doesn't matter anyway. And in the meantime, Renekton's taking this opportunity to go ahead and split push, try to get them a tower as well. That would be all but the mid lane, and that would almost, but not quite, tie up the tower kills here. Looks like Vi is coming in for a kill here onto Lucian. Says hello, and he's in a little bit of trouble here. He's probably going to end up going down. She does have her ulti, and he just used his ulti the wrong way. Oh, man, but in comes the Fiddlesticks, but... Oh, not going to be able to finish off the Lucian, and now Vayne is actually getting pretty low here. She does end up going down. Was not able to interrupt that Fiddlesticks drain, and she ends up going down. Now these guys are on the run. Rumble's on his way over. He does not have ultimate, but probably wouldn't need it as they were all pretty darn low. Doesn't matter though, there's not going to be a fight. Oh, it's this skin. Always likes to talk so much. Yeah, Vi, gonna go ahead and get the jungle farm here. Really, a lot of vision control here for the pink team. Pink team, really? For the blue team. I was looking at pink wards at the time, and it became pink team instead of going for this. I don't really think he's going to be able to do too much, though. Nah, not able to do much at all. Yeah, lots of vision control here for the blue team, as I was saying. They've got a lot of ward coverage in that enemy team jungle, whereas the red team's definitely on the defensive, and even with that defensive, they don't even have their own jungle nearly as well warded up as the blue team does. So that's definitely not a good sign for them. They need to get some more ward coverage spread out here. As of right now, it kind of looks like the only wards out there might be Zileans. They've got a... No, I mean, there's 3 wards out there. 4 wards. So they've got 1 ward in the river top as well. Yeah. So we'll have to see how that ended up going. But yeah, that's definitely not a good sign when your only vision control is that small amount. Looks like these guys are deciding to shove mid here. The red team's gonna have to hurry their way up there. I think they should be able to get there in time. Vi goes in, and Rumble goes in with the ultimate right off the bat. And now the Zhonya's comes out from Fiddle trying to escape here. Shifter getting really low, goes down right there to Vi. We've got another engagement up here. Down goes Aptodog as well. Lucian goes down. Nice. Zhonya's there from the Rumble just to keep him alive. And they're able to finish off the Renekton. The Zilean, unfortunately, just went back. So he was not involved in that fight at all. And that ended up really going very nice in the blue team's favor. That was a 4 versus 5. They lost Morgana, but that's 100% worth it. And now they may be able to get this Baron. I can't see Zilean able to go ahead and zone them off of this, as it's just him. He does have decent damage, but honestly not nearly good enough for that. He's probably going to ward it up, and then, oh, she is going for him. Gets slowed, and she's going to be fine. She's going to jump in just in time to go and grab that, and of course that forces the Zilean back as soon as he knew that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get this. I'm not going to be able to prevent this. Not going to be able to do anything. And that is a free Baron there for the blue team. Red team came back up. They have a small window of time that they might be able to shove down this mid, but for the moment, they're not even trying. Chaos is going through his jungle, going to go ahead and, I guess, head top. And the rest of the red team's not really doing too much here. Nice binding there from Morgana this time. Lands onto the Fiddlestick, so his ult was completely wasted. They were not able to do really any damage at all to this two-man mid team. Two-man blue team mid. And that's going to really backfire there because now his cooldown is really long. So he's going to be a while before he's able to do too much. And yeah, they weren't able to capitalize at all on the fact that those guys were going back. Renekton got top lane, so I guess they did capitalize a little bit, but nowhere near as much as they needed to. And the blue team's going ahead, grabbing up even more ward coverage, placing pink wards in very obvious positions in the enemy jungle because they know they can. And if the enemy goes for it, they're going to be able to take them out. Like taking this and just shoving it as hard as possible. Red team's trying to collapse back. It's not really working out that well. Mayokai has teleport, so if there is an engagement, he can get here as soon as possible. Renekton does not have teleport. His was already used, so he's not going to be able to defend that too well at all. And now we see the blue team rotating up to the top. Rumble's sticking around down here, just kind of doing a little bit of a harass. But in the meantime, the rest of his team comes up here, and they're going to be able to take down this tower really fast. Vayne going for it. Now Vi goes for it as well. In comes those minions. Red team's trying to engage here onto the Rumble. Not going to end up happening. He puts down the equalizer. Does a little bit of damage to them, but mostly just zones them off. And he's going to be able to escape this with really no problem at all. Blue team continuing to shove this, doing... Oh, they're engaging now. Forces the ult off of Renekton. They're diving this. Morgana getting really low. Down she goes. Down goes the Mayokai as well, but he manages to finish off the Yasuo first, and he's not actually dead yet. Just kidding. Ultimate onto the Fiddlesticks there. Lands the fear onto Vi, so she's going to go down. The Rumble and Maokai both follow shortly thereafter. Vayne is the only survivor. The speed boost comes out there from Lucian. He's only going to get sped up to die, and that's actually going to be a double kill there for Vayne. Down goes the Zilean as well. Now we've got Fiddlesticks wanting to get some of this. Not going to end up happening. He's going to back off. Don't want to fight that. Vayne's a little too dangerous there. He does, of course, have that fear, but honestly, while he's doing his drain, she can condemn him against the wall, and at that point in time, he's pretty much a sitting duck. Even if she just regularly condemns him not into a wall, it interrupts his drain. It's a short cooldown at least, but I mean, it's still a pretty big deal. Morgana on her way down here to go ahead and try to interrupt this. Probably not going to be able to do so. Oh, the teleport comes in from Maokai. That right there is going to be enough to interrupt this. I was about to say I don't think she would be able to, but that teleport secured that for them, and that's going to be another dragon here for the blue team. Kills are currently tied, but the gold totals are very, very high into the blue team's favor. It's about 5k difference right now, and it's about to grow even bigger. There we go. 6,200 difference. Got an engagement coming up here. It looks like they're going to go for this Fiddlesticks. He gets ulted by the Vi, gets shunned against the wall by Vayne. Vayne's getting low, but she's able to finish off the Yasuo. The ultimate comes there onto Fiddlesticks, but in the meantime, Zilean and the Lucian both went down. There goes the Fiddlesticks. The only remaining red team member is this Renekton, and he's not going to be able to defend this alone. Not even close. This tower's going down. They may be able to get another one as well, as that's 20 seconds left before they're going to be able to do any defense whatsoever. So I think the blue team's going to shove this forward, and they're going to go straight for this tower. They may get the inhib and then back off. That is probably pretty likely. Red team's coming up right now, so they need to back off, but they did have just enough time to go and secure this inhibitor before getting out. So now, of course, there are going to be super minions going here, and they actually re-engage onto Renekton. Renekton's gonna go down, pops his ult way too late, goes down. Yasuo trying to, Lucian trying to go in, manages to secure the kill there. Down goes the Vayne, down goes Lucian though, and Fiddlesticks actually doing some decent work here onto Morgana, and Zilean was able to finish off that Maokai as well. Zilean getting really low, not gonna go down, just kidding, he goes down too to the Vi. And Yasuo was able to finish off that Vi for an ace there for that red team. They still have super minions coming towards their base. They ping the dragon, but it's not there. So they're not going to be able to get really anything off of this ace. I don't even think they'll be able to get a tower, because all of their minion waves are pressed way too far forward towards their own base. They're going to have to play defensive right now. They might be able to shove mid lane out, but even if they did, they wouldn't be able to get it in time, because the blue team's already respawning. So yeah, they got an ace, but they got really nothing for it. Blue team's pinging that Baron to go ahead and try to get vision control up there. And in the meantime, Fiddlesticks is just trying to do whatever he can here. He's trying to deny these guys their jungle. He got a big golem, but that's all. He also got the red buff, apparently. Yeah, he got their red buff, so that actually is going to be a minor deal. Not a huge thing. And we've got Morgana going around and just getting more ward control here. Gonna be taken out there by the Zilean. No, it's not. Nice dark binding means that he did not get to finish that off. And she's just roaming around, continuing to get more vision. Sees the Lucian there. Dark binding misses. And he's not gonna end up going down. Now they're at this red buff. I think it's gonna go down. Yeah, it goes down instantly to that Vi. Lands the smite there. Dark binding does not land again. Vi kind of wants to go for this. Vayne's hanging around here as well. The only one not here is Maokai, who does not have teleport. Vayne's getting engaged on. Out comes that equalizer there from Rumble. Fiddlesticks forced to go ahead, and Zhonya's Yasuo forced to run away. Down goes the Fiddlesticks though. And now Renekton getting engaged on as well. He's getting really low. He's gonna go down. Lucian already fell. Now the Yasuo and the Zilean are the only remaining members of this red team. And we've got Morgana chasing down this Yasuo with Maokai. And he's gonna end up going down here as well. Kind of ran the wrong direction there. I think he was hoping he'd be able to finish off Vi. Didn't end up happening. And they are going for this Zilean. Zilean actually gets the kill there onto Rumble because of the tower shots plus his bomb. Not going to be able to do too much more, but that does actually save his base. So, well, that part of his base. Still has to worry about these, and he's not able to do too much, but his team members are back up now, so he should be able to get out of this without too much issue. Gets pretty darn low there. One more auto attack from that super minion would have finished him off. Kind of surprised Fiddle did not run up to this top lane and go ahead and grab that. Oh, he's running down here to get some vision on Baron just to make sure they're not doing it. They're not, but I can't say I blame him for wanting to get vision. Vayne going in on him, though. He gets stunned against that wall. He goes down before that stun's anywhere near to done. That was an unpleasant catch there. He was on vision the whole time, so Vayne was able to come in here and just instantly burst him. And that catch right there is going to be another free Baron here for the blue team. They may be able to shove off of this and finish the game. We'll have to see if that ends up being the case. Maokai... Actually, where is Maokai? Okay, he's right here too. I thought so, but I was like, oh, I don't see him on the minimap. Yeah, he was here. Vi coming over here. I'm not going to use ulti onto the Zilean right now. That would be kind of silly. But Yasuo is actually way the heck back here. He's going to be able to get back into lane or into his base before the blue team actually engages. But I don't know that they're going to be able to defend this. A fully baroned up blue team, which is already ahead. At very least, they can go ahead and grab that inhibitor. They don't seem to be trying at the moment. It looks like they're going to go for this tower instead. And honestly, they might be able to get it. Red team's going to have a really tough time defending this, especially with two members top. And yeah, this tower is going to go down nearly instantaneously. The bind lands onto the Yasuo, and that is probably going to be GG right there. The Morgana ulti landed on Renekton, stunned him up. He's forced to flash out. Yasuo getting really low. Down he goes. The Fiddlesticks goes down as well. Down goes Zilean. The only remaining member is Renekton, and that is going to be GG. He's not going to be able to defend this alone. They're going to take down this inhib, and they're going to go for the win. They're going to get the win. There's really nothing he can do. So definitely impressive play here from Hi, I'm Gosu. That was definitely good. He did get a little destroyed early game. He got a little destroyed early game, but it still ended up being okay. And he ended up winning the game 10-6-9. So it's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.